Tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 6, feedback from 1,900 people regarding the role of cell phones in the classroom is shaping policy changes in the Medford School District.
And while food donations remain low, a $40,000 grant is bringing meals to local families in need this holiday season.
And as holiday...
Support local. Our money, our tax dollars goes to your programs, to your schools.
And as holiday shopping increases, we're looking at how local businesses are impacted.
Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 at 6.
Some breaking news tonight. A homicide suspect in Klamath Falls has now been indicted by a grand jury. Thank you for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 6. I'm Tim Quidadamo.
And I'm Jerry Howard. Stephen Villanpando was indicted for the crimes of murder, burglary, theft, and unlawful use of a weapon. Klamath Falls Police Department responded to a call August 8th after a third party reported a resident being shot. Tim Ayers was found dead at the scene. The investigation is ongoing, and for more details, you can visit our website, kdrv.com.
Right now, the Medford School District Board is advancing its cell phone policy discussion.
After gathering community feedback, the board is taking its next steps, deciding how to manage cell phone use more effectively across all schools.
Let's take a live look into that meeting that's happening right now.
Potential revisions to policy JFCEB, which is our cell phone policy. Brett, do you want to give us an update after our discussion last time?
Yeah, I will. Jeannie has done a great job working with particularly our secondary principals, talking through the conversation the board had at the last meeting, and has some.
And we will take another live look into that meeting at 6:30 and update you all on the outcome of the meeting tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 11.
The Medford School Board could censure a board member tonight. Michael Williams has faced 4 complaints against him this fall. Jackson County's district attorney set aside a criminal complaint saying Williams broke no law by carrying a knife on district property. The board says he broke district policy.
The culture of any organization is shaped by the worst behavior that is tolerated. Our district policies are in place to protect the culture that we desire.
Votes tonight whether to censure Williams with these rules after another investigation found he threatened district staff.
Let's turn now to Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman for a look at a pretty gloomy night.
Yeah, a lot of clouds out there and some areas of fog. Take a look from Medford right now. You can see some of those low-hanging clouds. There is some fog impacting portions of the Illinois Valley as well as parts of the basin. Take a look at those roads out there. Some foggy conditions in Cave Junction, Highway 97, Modoc Point on the east side, and it does look like fog is starting to develop for you folks in the Grants Pass area. A few showers impacting Curry County. This is all going to dry up, and just looking for mostly cloudy skies tonight. Those foggy conditions in the valleys. Current temperatures, a chilly 36 in Klamath Falls. It's 45 in Medford, 41 in Montague, and 56 degrees in Brookings. Tonight, mainly dry, just going to be watching for those areas of fog. Some of it could be a little bit dense in spots. And then tomorrow, looking at some milder temperatures, another chance for some showers towards the coast, possibly into Josephine County, and then decreasing clouds through the afternoon. We'll talk about a more potent storm system, widespread wet weather, and some gusty winds associated with that system tomorrow night on into Saturday. The latest coming up.
Welcome back to The Guardian. Joining me today is Kira from Grange Co-op, and today we're talking about Christmas cactus, and as you see, they all look pretty beautiful. I was just telling you I've never seen these myself, so just a little bit more about what exactly we're looking at here.
Yeah, so the Christmas cactus are pretty popular this time of year. They are a great year-round plant, though. A lot of grandparents and stuff had ones they've had for 20, 30 years, which is really funny. They like to be dry out from top to bottom when you're watering, so you want to make sure it's thoroughly dried out between waterings. It's really important. These guys are easily root rotted, so.
And what makes them so simple, though? I know like there's other plants that may be harder to take care of, but I really like that you pointed out that some people have them for years.
Yeah, so they bright indirect light, so it doesn't really not picky about where it is in your house. They are low maintenance, so fertilizer maybe once every few months or so, if that.
Okay, and is that something that you'd want to change out, like the soil, or just use different products as you're kind of rotating them to make them stay healthy and fresh?
Yeah, so always great fertilizer. You just want to pot them just a tiny bit too. You never want to go with a big drastic jump in size of pots, just the tiniest bit. I love the terracotta because they wick water away, so they help keep me if I do accidentally do a bit of an overwatering.
Oh, okay.
So I like that trick for my cactuses, but if you are going to do with standard pots, we just recommend really good drainage in the bottom of them. That way you avoid overwatering issues, because that's probably the easiest way to kill these guys.
Sweet, awesome. Well, thank you, Kira, for joining me today and showing me what some of these holiday cactuses are. I'm really intrigued by all of them. But if you at home have any questions about these, you could head over to a Grange Co-op near you, find an expert like Kira herself, or head over to our website, kdrv.com.
The city of Medford is set to purchase a new mobile command center.
Yeah, Luke Doughton shows us how it will help the city coordinate emergency responses from various agencies.
This is what Medford's mobile command center will look like. The city is getting $880,000 from the Department of Justice in grants to fully cover the cost.
So we're excited that we were awarded a Department of Justice grant for the replacement of obsolete command vehicle that we currently have. It really doesn't have the technology that we have available today.
The old command center is unfit for upgrades needed to operate at full capacity. The new command center can hold multiple agencies. It has features like these pop-out sides right here, like you'd see on an RV, allowing for more space, can hold more equipment. They're also going to have a drone that can be tethered to the top of the command center as well. Let's take a look at the inside where all the agencies can be. It's going to help communication between agencies during emergencies. Ott says one of the biggest hurdles during emergencies like the Almeda fire is communication.
And this will really help encompass that and meet that with the on-site mobile command unit where all those agencies can be in there and communicate. We have a lot of different radio channels and stuff like that.
Besides natural disasters, Medford can use this vehicle for things like hostage situations. Everything included inside gives agencies a powerful tool to respond when the community needs it the most.
And again, it just allows us to adapt and to meet whatever needs is of the risk or the response that we're encountering.
Reporting in Medford, I'm Luke Doughton.
This year, NewsWatch 12 has reported about Rogue Valley. Pacific Power customers upset about their service and proposed rate increases.
Today, the power company is giving a sizable donation to Access for its rural food pantries.
Usually our Pacific Power Foundation grants are between $2,000 and $5,000, up to $10,000, but occasionally they can be really big like this.
This $40,000 grant from the Pacific Power Foundation will help feed local families in need for the holiday season and beyond.
Cash donations, we can actually provide 4 meals for every dollar we get.
That adds up to 160,000 total meals, which means a lot of work for the good folks working and volunteering at Access. That's why Pacific Power employees local to the Rogue Valley wanted to roll up their sleeves and help.
Pacific Power employees thought, hey, we should join this with a service project.
It comes in, barrels, and then it goes in big bins, and it has to go in boxes. So having groups that can come in and box that up for us, because we have a small staff here, is so helpful at this time of year.
Champion tells me that food donations are still down this year compared to the last few years. You can learn more about donation numbers, Access's food pantries, and how to get involved at kdrv.com. In Medford, I'm Tim Quidadamo.
As some big box pharmacies in Medford are facing staffing issues or closing altogether, one locally owned pharmacy is aiming to give customers a more reliable experience. We've been tracking pharmacy shutdowns and lapses in service since Walgreens in South Medford closed last May. Some Central Point residents are also taking to Facebook, reporting issues with their Walgreens branch. Local pharmacist Tim Lichtner says he's seen more business as a result.
Seen an increase of customers transferring in from big boxes. The big box pharmacies, it can take an hour or more to have a prescription filled there.
Licklider owns the Black Oak Pharmacy on Siskiyou Boulevard. He says the holidays and these other local closures are keeping him busy.
And it is the busiest week for holiday shopping, and local businesses say now more than ever is the time to shop local.
NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker shares more.
We're in the middle of the busiest shopping week for the holidays, and businesses here in the Rogue Valley say the best thing is to shop local. Millions are doing their holiday shopping this week nationwide. And for many local businesses like Happy Alpaca in Jacksonville, they say this is the busiest time of the year.
If we have like a slower month in the future, then hopefully this can make up for it. And so Christmas is a very important time.
With recent reports saying more than half of holiday shoppers plan on shopping online, they're calling for customers to shop in person this holiday season. And they've had to start online versions of their stores to match up.
A website is a completely another job. It's a completely different store. So you have to be able to manage the inventory and keep up with the inquiries and all that. So as long as I keep up on that, I'm still competing.
But many local businesses say they focus on keeping the customers that do come in happy.
What we have been concerned about is the amount of shopping that's being done in person, that we just want to be very available for that.
And they always say buying local is the best thing for the community.
Creating jobs, giving back to charity, local charities, supporting, because it's amazing how people understand if you spend $1, I think they say like, if you buy local, 65 cents goes back into community versus like if you shop at a big box store, it's like 20 cents.
Reporting in Jackson County, I'm Rocky Walker.
NewsWatch 12 invites you to join our annual Stuff the Truck food drive with Ray's Food Place Stores, which is now in its final week. Though we reached our goal of 5,500 bags of groceries for local families in need, there are still 5 days left to donate at any Ray's Food Place or online at kdrv.com. We thank you for your support this holiday season.